For this particular piece, I'll explain why it moved me so. As a young boy growing up in Nigeria, I used to be very, very sensitive. And so any single thing you told me moved me deeply. And I didn't know, God intentionally placed that because of the kind of things He wanted me to do in my life. And but as a boy, of course, growing up in Nigeria, when you're crying too much, you shouldn't be crying, be a man and all of that. And so I grew up and understood it was fine to be vulnerable. Of course, not in front of everybody, so I won't cry for you today. But, but you can be vulnerable because you're a human being, you feel, and it's okay to feel. So don't play the music yet, I'll sing later. The song is for after. But I will read this piece, and I hope if you are a guy here, or even a girl, who has been told to be stoic, to not express yourself, I hope this gives you the words for how you're feeling. So, can you please clap for Hadia? I promise you to be good. Okay. It's titled Love. Do you think people can heal? The source was close, but the voice was from afar. Ragged, distorted, strained, pleading, and hopeful. It wasn't focused somewhere. It was meant for anyone who could listen, who could understand. I looked up. On the contrary to the voice, the face of the source was stoic. No emotions lingering, not even in the eyes. This one wasn't about seeing, this was about listening. He was good at hiding. He had trained his eyes well, but I could look further into the soul. It was radiating pain. Pain that I couldn't contemplate was in the voice as well. It was wreaking torment. That was the saddest melody I heard that carried his words. I felt the air stiffen and the sun cool down a little. Only with love, I said. My mellow voice reached him quickly, even in the thick air, even through the swarm of unsaid words. The expression changed, and for a fraction of a second, I saw him vulnerable. His eyebrows narrowed as he tried to look at me more clearly, trying to understand where that came from. Before regaining his stoic expression, I saw him wince. And where do you get that from? I looked him sharp in the eyes and then calculated. How much pain can dysfunction your feelers? How many scars can blind you to beauty? From the air, there was a half smile, progress in pain. I continued anyway. It's in the voice of a little kid when he laughs at his squeaky little shoes. It's in the heart of the parents when it soars at the sight of their child taking his first steps. It's when a butterfly flies up to a flower and when it sucks the nectar of life. It's raw sometimes, painful too, but it's never hopeless. You can feel it around the birthday cake, the candles that flare up celebrating someone's joy. You can see it when an artist completes their piece and is satisfied, when it's not 100, but it carries their reflection in it. You can feel it in the drenched smile of someone who has just cried. You can feel it in the eyes of someone who has just dried their tears. You get it from giving a piece of yourself away to someone who needs it. You get it by opening up a little. You get it when you let yourself be washed by your tears. And you get it when you empty your heart out and let it be filled by all that's around you. I stopped. The only sound in the room was the clock ticking. Nothing else mattered. He held my gaze for a while. I saw it again. I saw the vulnerability. I saw the wrath, sadness, and pain. I saw what felt like a mountain of emotions caught within themselves, too complicated to dismantle, too destructive to be understood. I saw the cruelest form of nature, one I would never forget. He was absorbing all that was in front of him. His eyes held intensity unknown to me, a moment of despair, and then he turned around and left. Thank you, Adia. Please clap for Adia. Thank you so much, Adia.
Thank you very much.
Can clap again.